there she is. It's Alli Breen and at an unknown location. Are you at the TV station?
I'm not. No, now I'm in Florida. I have the same nondescript interrogation room background, I guess.
Where are you in Florida?
Ocala. Doing Airbnb stuff.
Nice. That wall looks great behind you, Alli. Great paint job.
Are you?
Thank you. Yeah, exactly.
Are you fixing up a house to make it an Airbnb again?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's taking a little more work than I expected, but it's fun. I need to start posting some DIY stuff because I know I'm learning a lot of weird tricks.
You could take your shirt off.
OnlyFans. Thank you. We're on the same page, Tom.
Dude, combination.
If you did like semi-nude DIY house painting, you'd get some people on your OnlyFans account very quickly.
Maybe you could do a DIY JOI.
That's actually a pretty good idea. One of the subscribers said that I should do one and call myself Boobs Villa, whatever.
Boobzilla?
Exactly.
Bob Villa.
Bob Villa?
Yeah.
Yeah, Boobzilla implies large boobs.
Yeah, it sounds like Boobzilla.
Yeah, you might be like Boobzillette or something.
Exactly.
Alli can be found, ALLIB, in the world of OnlyFans. And she can be found on social media platforms, ALLIBREEN. I point this out because that's how you send letters to her. Then she reads them to us, and we do our best to try to help you with your love troubles.
I don't know if it's our best, but
we'll see. Let's get to our letter and see how we do.
Oh, we'll do great. Dear Alli, my husband's ex-girlfriend lost her job, and he was sending her some money to help out. Well, it's been over a year, and he's still helping support her. I got pretty upset with him, saying that he's actually showing her he still cares and showing me that as well. And he said she just has no one and that he's being nice. Am I the one being an a-hole here?
No.
He's enabling her.
Yes.
Get a job.
Yeah.
It's not your responsibility anymore. You married this other woman. Leave her alone.
What's he getting out of it?
That's a good question.
I think he's just being nice.
No.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Unless
But he obviously still cares.
No, that's a woman's perspective, which is always insane. He does.
Coming from the single guy.
Once again, signed H.J. Uber. You don't think there's any quim pro quo, if you will?
I think he is probably just being nice.
For a year?
A year?
Okay, I don't think he's just being nice.
You think
that's my opinion?
Well, I think we've all learned that opinions can be wrong, primarily.
Yes.
Primarily yours.
And also, who has no one? I mean, like, there has to be some other way of getting some help after a year. That's...
Now, see, Josh, if
She could get a job. That would hurt. That would start.
she's
Josh,
got no one
you
to
could
hold her
step
back.
in and manage her OnlyFans account.
Oh, maybe she doesn't want to do that.
Well, then maybe it's time to hit the streets and start. Alli, to go back to our original concept of you doing this thing, did you ever remember toward the end, Farrah Fawcett was doing this stuff where she'd roll around and paint, and then she would roll across canvases and sell them?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Wait, funny. Vaguely. Did she do that for like Playboy, or she was just doing that on her own?
She was selling them.
Yeah, she was.
You could, as part of your DIY series, you could do body imprints on the wall.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. There's plenty of wall space and plenty of paint. There might be that happening this week.
Yeah, the cleanup would be a little weird. You
just kind of have to roll over and paint over it.
It'd be hard to paint the wall. I mean, it'd be hard to sell her wall.
Yeah,
exactly. I was going to say, that's hard to monetize.
You painting your wall with your butt would be amazing.
And I think you're missing my point. Is you do an imprint of your body on a wall that you're going to repaint later,
and then show it.
And by the way, you want to go with latex. It's going to be really the cleanup of the naughty areas with an oil-based paint is going to be nasty.
How much did Farrah Fawcett sell her paintings for? I wonder.
But I'm just saying, in your case, you're not selling the wall; you're selling the act of you doing it on OnlyFans.
Okay.
You see.
Yes, the actual
and there'd be
activity.
The actual flesh exposure would be limited because you're going to be covered in paint. You see what
Well,
I'm
that's
saying?
the thing. Totally. Because there's actually naked people in Times Square that are just painted all the time. And it really doesn't look like they're naked.
And they do it at Key West.
So
at
you
Fantasy
essentially
Fest.
pour paint on the naughty parts, walk up to the
Yep.
wall, make the imprint, and then,
Yep.
hey, listen, I only want 20% of this. Who's in?
But you could get a drop cloth and just roll around in it in a video and then sell it to said person
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, yeah,
Probably
there you go.
makes
That
It'd be
Yeah.
a lot hotter than just pushing your boobs up against a wall.
Oh, no, that boob is
I
so good
want to
too.
see how
You know,
that
I didn't think it
comes
was that
out,
hot until
actually.
you just said it like that.
How else are you going to get those corners, Allie? You got to do the cut in with a boob. It's going to be easier.
Ah, that's how to do it. Okay. I actually just want to try dipping myself in paint and rolling around and seeing if it comes out like a good painting.
I think it'd be fun.
Maybe I should hang those in the Airbnb without telling people what they are.
That's fun.
I think you'd get some serious
exactly.
cash out of this.
I'm kind of ashamed that I used to paint, and multiple times, like a woman would come over and be like, "Oh, I like your painting." I'd be like, "We should do a painting of you." And but I did like abstract. I'd be like, "Oh, we'll paint your body and press it against the canvas." 5 different women allowed me to do that. Pretty awesome.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, it was really awesome.
Wow.
And then they took their painting when they left.
Are you serious?
Yeah, one of the girls I know, she still has it above like her couch, and no one knows it's her because it's all abstract looking, but it's her butt and her boobs like pressed against the canvas.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I think, Allie, I think
That's
it would
crazy.
work because you wouldn't.
I
really
think so too.
There'd be a minimum of exposure technically because you got paint on it.
Yeah, it's very abstract.
Jeff's story sounds like what people put on Craigslist when they're like, come over for a casting call. And then all of a sudden they're like, it's actually you pressing your boobs against the canvas.
I can't believe it worked.
I can't.
Amazing.
I can't
5
either.
times it
Yeah.
worked. Good
I
for
know.
you.
Yeah.
Now I need to try that. The
Good
paintings
line.
came out cool looking. Like it did. It does
they
look
came out very
interesting.
abstract, and you'd kind of smear part of it and lay part of it. And,
Did it lead to sex or just having to like wash brushes?
well, once. The other time, one of the times it was 2 friends who did it.
Yeah.
And there was unfortunately
So
nothing.
see, that's
that
the
came
this is
from
how you
that.
could just finally see your friends naked.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was, I didn't know them. The 2 girls were friends who came over, and they both
That
wanted
doesn't
to
matter.
paint it.
Naked friends.
Yeah.
Let's all enjoy.
Oh, we were this close to a threesome.
Yeah.
Hello again.
Yeah, look at that.
If you're just
Can you
joining us,
make
if you're just joining us, hello again. This is the Bob and Tom program coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. We are speaking with Alli Breen, comedian. The show is called Sexy Time, and Alli is in Florida currently putting together an Airbnb. Is your sister involved in this?
No, not this one. This one is just me.
Really? Is
That
your
would make sense.
Yeah.
boyfriend involved?
Nope. All me. Yeah, everyone. It's a lot of work. So everyone else is
doing
stepping
it.
back,
Okay,
and I'm
good, great.
diving in.
No
exactly.
problem. Keep the profit for yourself.
I'm
One
telling
more
you.
question about the painting. I wonder if you could actually make, like, if the girl has big enough boobs, if you could make them like mountains and then do like butt lakes and do like a whole.
yeah, there
You know,
you go.
I think that
Like-
just go abstract. All you have to do is put the paint on your body, roll on the paint, roll across the thing, and it's a short movie. But that's it. That's what they want to see.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're
All
being
right, there we
too
go.
creative.
You could become Jackson Pubic, I believe, would be, depending on the nature of the brush.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe more like finger painting down there. I don't know. I think we've established a corner that I've just painted myself into.
You're
The
right.
only way out of this is to go, Alli Breen is our guest. Why don't you read us our first letter? See what I
Here we go.
Second
It's our
letter.
second.
letter.
Oh, I see
actually.
what you're
Dear
saying.
Allie.
see what I did there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching the P. Diddy coverage with my husband, and I was saying how crazy it was. That he liked to see his girlfriend have sex with other people. My husband said, I'd be surprised that a lot of guys are into that, including him. And we kind of both started talking about it as a fantasy in our sex life. But then all of a sudden I started thinking that he doesn't really care about me that much if he wouldn't be jealous. And now it's actually turned into a fight when he tries to bring it up. I don't like that he'd like watching me with somebody else. And now I can't get over it. Am I right or wrong on this?
Oh,
Wow.
I think he does care about you. It's just his fetish.
It's a fantasy.
Sounds to me
Yeah.
like, it sounds to me like he really wants to do
You
this.
brought it up, bitch.
I'm sure
You started this.
that's the best.
She did.
I know. She totally did. What does she expect?
This girl is not helping a woman's cause of not looking crazy. This isn't helping.
We think too too much.
Man.
Just don't. You know what? Go do it. Go find some hot guy and have your boyfriend watch. Just enjoy
But
it.
then-
Actually, Jess
He
is
doesn't-
totally right.
He doesn't
That would
really
solve
want
it.
that.
Maybe
Yeah.
he does. Who knows? Whatever.
Yeah, I'm kind
And
of.
she's like, yeah, George at work is pretty. Let me bring him home.
Yeah. And then if he gets mad, then he's the crazy one. See? There you go. Oh,
Don't know until you try, right?
absolutely.
Man.
Yeah.
Boy, just setting traps.
That was a huge trip.
You know
The
what?
best part was it wasn't even intentional. She was
Exactly.
into it and then actually got used.
She didn't even know it was a trap.
Yep.
So you think that's what we do? We sit around trying to make traps for
I
you.
think things turn into traps.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
What did he call it again?
Freak
freak
off.
off?
Freak
A
off.
freak off. Okay. Allegedly, by the way.
Yeah.
Anybody use baby oil like that before?
Oh, like poolfuls of baby oil?
I have
No,
never.
that just
I've
sounds.
never.
Wouldn't that get your mattress all greasy?
Wouldn't it be awful?
Yeah. I think they said he always had to pay like thousands of dollars in damages every time they used a hotel room. It's insane.
You want some friction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slide her off.
Otherwise, you just keep sliding by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a slip and
Slip
slide.
and slide,
I need a handle, for God's sake. What am I doing way down here? Alli Breen is our guest. Allie's a very fine stand-up comedian, and she's also got a DIY series. Alli, you've got to do this.
I definitely will because I love it.
It will absolutely
two fun
work.
things combined.
Where do you get giant?
perfect.
Where do you get giant sheets of paper?
I can get giant canvases at any art
Just
supply.
get a drop cloth.
Yeah.
Like
They're
Michael
all
Moss.
canvas
That's
anyway.
Yeah, but I think if it's paper,
Oh, that's a good point.
If it's a drop cloth, how do you hang that up? I mean, if
Well, you wrap it
hang it,
around
wrap it on
the
a frame.
stretcher.
Yeah.
You can go to Michael's and
Oh, yeah,
just
you can just get a
gigantic
sheet, kind of,
canvases
exactly.
cheaper.
Yeah, bed
Cheaply.
sheet. Then they can lay with you after they
Ooh.
purchase your sheet.
But I think the trick to this is you put
yeah.
the paint on and you just roll once, or it's just going to get.
Oh, is that it? Otherwise,
think
it's
so.
too
Unless
much.
you do multiple colors, yeah.
But I mean, you otherwise.
Right.
But then you kind of have sort of an imprint of what's going on.
Right, right.
But it'd be worth experimenting. Yeah, you can Google the Farrah Fawcett thing. She did a whole bunch of them, and it kind of got.
I
funny.
will. I totally forgot about that.
Now, there's a much worse. There's a much worse technique, and this is you're going to think I'm making this up, but I am not. You can also search this. There was a guy who did enema painting.
Yeah.
What?
Keith
Oh,
Beaudry.
oh,
Never
that's a real
forget his
Jackson
name.
Pollock from another. That's
Yes.
horrible.
No, it's true, and he would put different colors in, and then
Who would buy them?
who knows? But he would. What's the word I'm looking for? Excrete them, if you will, onto the canvas.
That is horrific.
Yeah, no, it's true. And but he had to use, as I recall, he had a special paint that wasn't going to poison him.
Oh, yeah, that could be dangerous.
It was
That's a good
rectum
point.
friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Imagine asking that question at the paint store.
yeah.
Imagine trying to pick out the funnel so you can load it up.
Imagine him having to sit on that machine and get shaken.
That was probably the best part.
right.
Yeah, I liked that.
Okay, yeah, yes, that's another thing you can search. Yeah, Keith Beaudry. Once again, the show is Sexy Time. We have time for one more letter. Alli Breen, what do we got?
Dear Allie, my girlfriend got in a car accident and her ex has been texting her to see how she's been doing. I saw this and I got mad because how did he even know she was in the car accident unless they were in touch beforehand and she said he found out through a friend and I was overreacting. I'm suspicious either way. What do you guys think?
You're an untrusting idiot.
You're a jerk.
You're a lunatic.
So
Josh had to hesitate because he already used all of his bitch allowances
Yeah. I love that Josh,
during this break.
you can just see Josh getting angrier and angrier throughout this whole segment every time. It's great. It's a real progression.
This does seem a little milder than the other one. So her ex is in an accident and someone says something to him. So he says, hey, get better soon or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when someone's in an
Yeah.
accident, it gets around. Like you tell
Exactly.
one friend, they tell
It's-
someone.
Sure.
yeah,
Definitely.
I think
Yeah.
they have a history. Look, it's fine. You're fine, man. She's with you.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So are we going to end on a pleasant note like that?
You want to go with one more or you think we're good?
Let's go with one more, see what we can ruin. Go ahead. What have you got?
Okay. My wife, dear Allie, my wife is a stay-at-home mom, and she just started going to night school 2 nights a week while I'm home with the kids.
I'm against it.
At first, she'd come home right after class, and lately the nights are getting later and later.
Yeah,
And she
they
said
are.
sometimes the students need to work together on a project, and they'll just go out to a diner.
Yeah.
I'm suspicious that it's probably one person and not the whole class. How do I check up on this?
Boy, as somebody who took night classes, this happens.
Yeah.
You really, hey, let's all
Okay.
go grab a drink or a burger or a coffee and talk about the project we have to do.
Yeah, she's not
But
going to
are
leave
there
you.
also hookups?
Absolutely. I think Jeff may have a good point here, too.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, I was just going to say, she's not going to leave you till after she gets her degree.
Right.
Like, that's why she's at school,
Right.
is so she can better herself to get away from
When you have a good when you have a good babysitter, you stick with them.
Yeah.
She's not going to ruin that.
Well, on that note, we'll leave that hanging. Thank you very much, Allie. You can reach Allie, ALLIBREEN, on your various social media platforms, and ALLIB on OnlyFans. You've got to try this, Allie. Do your,
I will. I'll
Do
see
your
if I-
homework.
exactly.
Do your Farrah Fawcett homework. And,
I will be doing that.
Get back to us. Are you back in New York for
Perfect.
the weekend?
I am. I'm going to be at the comic strip on Saturday, Sunday night.
Okay. Well, everyone go see her if you happen to be in the city. Thank you very much, Allie.
Yes.
Bye, Allie.
Thanks, guys.